Hi, it's Ewan Ellery here making bonsai in Australia, and in this video I'm going to be doing a bit of work on this Japanese juniper. So I did the first steps at turning this into a bonsai. It's about 9 months ago now, and given that it's the middle of winter, I really don't have a lot of different projects to be working on at the moment. So yeah, with this today I'm just going to be going through doing a bit of an update to the wiring essentially since the last time. So a tiny little bit of pruning just so that I can wire the branches a lot better. Possibly choosing a new front, but really just kind of styling it a lot. Given the last time I repotted this, it was really just to get it in some structure. I was really trying not to be too invasive with the root system. So yeah, this time do a bit of wiring, so that way it's nicely set once it comes into spring and it can grow out and keep the shape I want. Now originally I'd planned this here to be the front of the tree. The main rationale for that was given you could see that nice little curvature in the trunk there, and then this part doesn't get in the way, but it's off on the side, but I think it might be a little bit distracting, so we'll see how we go today. But I'm starting to wonder whether something closer to maybe that angle there might be a better front, because then you can really see, you can still see all the movement in the trunk here. You can see more of the movement up here. And yeah, the cascade aspect of it is kind of coming out down on the side. So I think that might be the front I'll end up going with, but we'll revisit that. Now in most instances you would be recommended to cut off the wire rather than just trying to undo it like this. Mostly for preference of being a bit safer on the trunk. However, I'd kind of just loosely wrap this wire to begin with. And I like to save materials where I can, so I'm just trying to be as gentle as possible in removing this wire. So yeah, when I wired this originally, it was not by any means to meant to be professional wiring by any standards. It was purely to just position the branches in a location where I might want them in future to develop branch pads. So yeah, it was nothing fancy about it whatsoever. Yeah, so that's about the front that I had originally imagined. Lost a bit of the movement in this angle. So I'm thinking maybe this is a more appropriate front regardless. I might just see what I can do in terms of trying to sweep the branches there down a bit more, maybe some of this around. So I'll continue to work with this as the front. So I'm just going to start to tidy up the trunk a little bit here, trying to remove branches that I'm not going to keep. So yeah, this one here I'll keep because I'll be able to kind of move that out. And just going up the trunk slowly, just trying to have one branch on one side, then keep another branch on the opposite side, just stagger them slightly. But cleaning off some of the smaller branches that are really just going to start to get in the way of the wire a bit. There's a branch here which is kind of moving into the inside of the curve in the trunk. So I'll get rid of any of those. Nothing fancy, again just using second-hand wire. And there are quite a few of these that are, on the inside of the curves. So to get rid of all of those and just let the energy go into the branches I'll be keeping. I just applied a bit of wire just to keep the movement going up to the top of the trunk, which I'll at least keep for now. So yeah, just to kind of keep that happening rather than just having this big thing off on the side. So and I'll keep the rest of this. I won't prune it back. I'll just be getting rid of branches that are just not in ideal positions. There's a branch coming out the side here, which I'll probably use on that side, and then there's this one coming straight out in front. So I think I will just get rid of this one. Keep this one, which is kind of coming out sideways. And future pads going to start to develop in these locations, hopefully there too. So it's starting to look a lot better. There's a bit of excess foliage probably on the top here. Start to develop some nice branch pads, and yeah, I might use this ultimately as part of the design of the tree. I might end up cutting it back and just using it as gin, who knows. But yeah, for now I'm quite happy with the movement in the trunk there and how it's starting to form. So I'll start to work on the cascade aspects. I'd like to bring it back around a little bit more, I think, but I'm not too sold on having just this large kind of chunk in the front there. So yeah, I guess I'll do some work with it and just see how it goes. So again, just getting in here, doing a little bit of cleaning. Get rid of some of the branches that are sticking straight up, for instance. Now, I probably don't need so many. There are 3 branches coming out from the same location here, and one here. It's kind of coming from the back of the branch a little bit, and it's really kind of twiggy, so just get rid of that. I don't want to have inverse taper growing, which you can kind of see is starting to form there. So yeah, just got rid of that branch. I'll use this to wire into that space. Alright, now this big part here, I don't think I want that at all. So yeah, it's kind of getting in the way. I think it would just be weird having this extra big section in front of the pot. I prefer a bit of visibility of the pot and have the cascade aspect sweeping down on the side. So who knows, may end up regretting this decision at the time, but I'm going to get rid of this. And given it's just a cascading branch, I'm not going to gin this either. So off she goes. So I'll leave this little bit there as well. Who knows how that's going to go with time, but especially as the cascade parts and branches don't do too well. If I do lose the cascade part, then that can be repurposed into the second trunk. So I'm just going to do 2 branch principle. Now a lot of the really fine branches on this, I'll try and flatten those down into a pad at some point in time in the future, but they're really too thin at the moment to be effectively wiring down. So yeah, that'll be the vision, but it'll take a bit of extra work. So I'm just trying to put that into a good location for now. And just getting rid of parts of the foliage here that are sticking up. too much. Alright, so there is the update on this tree. So yeah, as you can see, done a bit of wiring, mostly up top. So look, I hope you've enjoyed this video or took something from it. If you have, then please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified with my future videos as I release them. But look, thanks for your time today. Enjoy. Bye.